KAKU 88.5 FM.
Well, good morning, everyone. Aloha. It's almost the end of February of 2025. We have a great show today. Well, hello, everyone. I came in and I was going to be interviewing Sheila Cole, who's an artist that is also an environmentalist I've known for 30 years. When I first met her, she was feeling the effects of the cane smoke in North Kihei. And I didn't know that she was from Canada and writing about environmental things. After 30 years, she's still a very significant environmentalist in Canada. And they actually set policy and have programs from environmental. We'll talk about that. That's next week. And we'll look at her art. But she couldn't make it at the last minute. And as I was coming in, I was going to be talking about my Saturday night birthday party at Java Jazz. Java Jazz. Okay. That's good for a free lunch, I bet, with Farzad, right? So. Yeah. And a great time with Mike Carroll and the KONA Storm group. Right. I know when I walked by and Mike said, "Oh, I know you 30 years ago." I thought I was a small child then, of course. No, but he's right. 30 years ago we met, and Tim Hackbarth in that group. They were great, and I was going to play some of their music, which I still was. But little did I know that Susie Inside was going to be doing a segment with this guy. And when he walked out, it was Davo. Happy birthday again, my friend.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Don't ask me how old I am or I'll sock you.
No, you're my younger brother no matter what you say.
Oh, okay.
I'm old. I'm 74 in April and happy about it.
Well, you're right. You are my younger brother.
See what I mean?
I know I'm lying.
I knew that.
Oh, okay.
I'm older.
That's right. No, you're not. No, you're not. Let's get the cat out of the bag and throw it in the river. I'm 75 and I'm proud of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, next year you'll celebrate my whatever I'm going to be.
And to the Japanese
75.
people that believe in 77, the 77 thing is like a really good year.
Really? Good.
That's coming up. So I'll be going to Kyoto for that.
Excellent.
For a book signing. Let's cut to the chase.
Well, that book was on here with us last time.
Was it?
And not only was it on here last time. Do you remember this book? This is called Davo.
I can say it. Davo Pop Art and Neo-Pop Art. As I see it, as I feel it. There you go.
And it's just funny that the punctuation of when the book was going to be coming out and culminating with what's happening, there was a bit of a runaway at the fireplace, and or whatever the story goes, Lahaina went, and so went your art. So this is a great collection of your work over those years and things that you have lots of comments in there. It feels to me, this may sound like a weird comparison to some, Ram Dass wrote Be Here Now. And he put little pieces in, pictures.
And wasn't he a great man?
Wasn't
Wasn't he a wonderful man?
Yeah, he was.
You know, my first audience with Ram Dass was because of a 10-year-old boy whose mother came to one of my shows in New York. And she says, "Oh, my son loves Ram Dass." And I said, "Who's your son?" She says, "This is him. This is Timmy." And I go, "Hi, Timmy. You like Ram Dass?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Ma'am, who's Ram Dass?"
Is that really?
She goes, "He lives on Maui. He's like, a spiritual leader." And I go, "Oh, okay." I go, "Timmy, would you like me to say hi to Ram Dass?" He said, "Yeah, I really would. Tell you what, when I run into him on Maui, I'll tell him Timmy says hi." And I got an audience backstage with Ram Dass before every game. And he's in his wheelchair. And I said, "Hello, Mr. Ram Dass. I'm really glad to meet you. But I didn't know who you were. But this 10-year-old boy in New York,
he knew,
adores, just worships you." And I promised him I would come by and say hi.
From Timmy.
And you know how he'd go, "Well, thank you. Tell Timmy I said hi." and I'll give you a picture of me to give to say. I said, oh, thank you, Ram Dass. Thank you, Ram Dass. And he said, how do you feel? I said, I feel grateful that I live on Maui. And he said, me too. And that was it.
Well, I'll tell you my quick Ram Dass
Okay,
story.
please do. Please do.
It's amazing how it came into my life. You know, I heard about Be Here Now since the 60s.
That's
all heard
true.
about it, but I never really was. I was a little kid. I was 16. But
Yeah.
I was here in Maui, and Ariel said, Ram Dass is coming, and they're doing a 3-day thing, and it's $400-something, and I really want to go. And so somehow happened, she went.
Oh.
And in the middle of the third day, she went up to the gal that was with Ram Dass, and she said, we do a local television show. Well, would you like to do an interview with us? And he said, yes. And so we rolled in on the next day in the Maui Prince. They were closing down that restaurant. Maui Prince was a hotel here that's now condominiums, but down in McKenna area. Anyway, So we did our interview there, which is up, by the way. If you go to MauiNeutralZone.com or
I will look that up.
You'll see.
I will look that up.
Oh, yeah.
Was that one of your early ones?
Well, you say early. I've been doing this 30 years. That was probably, it's got to be 20 years. It was before Ram Dass moved here.
Okay.
Right before he moved here.
Okay.
And then, that's another side story. But anyway, I have a friend that was a voice coach, Joy.
Yeah.
Joy Fields, who's now. She helped them. And my other friend with breathing, Tom Fredrickson, came from back east. So it's amazing. And
all the
here
connections.
on Maui, suddenly all the people around you are going on Sundays to see Ram Dass. He was a very nice man, very gentle, loving guy.
He was terrific.
With a message that really, he brought the East, and I thought he was a very important bridge between East and West.
Oh, very.
And
I learned about him after the meeting. I learned about, and then, of course, I had heard of the book, Be Here Now. And then I think
the right choice, by the way.
It is.
Here Now.
It's a tremendous read. So I got to tell you the second meeting.
Okay.
Because I'm invited to Napili Kai for a fundraiser.
All right.
But I'm invited. They don't have to give money or anything. They want a painting to go in the auction. So I gave like 2 or 3 paintings, and this was. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something that Ram Dass was involved with. So once again, they said, would you like to go up on stage and talk to Ram Dass? And I said, I'd love to. So we get up there, and his assistant is standing next to me. I said, hi, Ram Dass, it's nice to see you again. I said, I have a question for you. And he goes, okay, Davo, what is it? I said, what's the difference between a schlemazel and a schlemiel?
He knew.
He knew.
And he's a Jewish kid.
And he told me. But he went, a schlemazel spills soup on everybody else, and a schlemiel spills the soup on himself. And I said, somehow I knew you would have that answer. Thank you very much, Ram Dass.
You know, way back when, that he was a professor at Harvard with Tim Leary.
Oh, yes.
And do you know Ed Elkin was here at Jarrell? You may or may not, a friend of mine forever, was in that crew. In fact, in college, in 1969, I studied LSD.
Oh, that's right. You could study it.
They didn't let us take it, but I had this collection of articles, and wouldn't you know, my friend was in there. But he was in with one of the professors there with Tim Leary and all those. Those were the inspiration for a whole generation, these guys. You know, and Maui attracts some credit. Attracted you.
Well, actually, the jungles of Kauai attracted me first because I had to hide from the Vietnam War.
Oh.
So I went to Kauai directly to the jungles.
You didn't find any war in Kauai?
No.
Good work.
No, I ran around naked the entire time.
Were you up in this area where Taylor Camp was, in that area?
No, that was in Honolulu. I was in Kalalau Valley,
Oh,
12-mile hike.
I loved Colorado.
12-mile hike. So we called them the urban hippies. We were the real Mr. Natural.
They were
hippies.
urban in Honolulu?
Yeah, exactly. See how there's always class distinction no matter where you go.
I loved Colorado.
Yeah. Well, it was a great experience, and
I never
it saved
felt
my life.
no electric before, and when you don't feel electric from things, the whole energy was just so.
Oh, electricity is what powers us.
Yeah, but out there in the wild,
Yeah.
oh my, that's
Well,
a whole
you know
other
what I
world of
love is
stories.
when I'm showering, my buddy who is born on Kauai, he goes, "Oh, look, Davo here," and he parts the things, and there is this gorgeous red bloom, and he squeezes it,
Oh, the
and
ginger
out
soap.
comes the shampoo. And I said, "That's it. This is the Garden of Eden. Obviously, it's got to be the Garden of Eden." No, it was. Those were very. You can take college and all that stuff, and put it on Elon's rocket and shoot it to Mars. Give me Kalalau for an education.
Yeah.
That's the Aina. That's your best education.
My old roommate, who was Ariel's friend before, used to be putting together groups of Maui people, and we'd go over for a week at a time or 2 weeks at a time. And it was a yearly thing until we kept getting older and older. I had that beautiful hike in, had a major experience where I went out on a goat trail. I thought it was the trail going, you go out instead of going in, because I did it, and I ended up on this thing 800 feet up, sliding rock.
Oh, yes.
And then someone said, and there they were. I had to get from here to there. I had to climb up
So you were
mountains.
on the wrong trail. You were on the goat trail.
I felt like a goat. Oh, I was a goat. And
Well,
it took
were
me
you
a while.
clawing the... Yes, I know.
See, you know.
Well, of course,
That
because
was
I went
my
all
most-
12 miles.
I could have died.
Can you
that
imagine-
was my I could have died moment in life.
Can you imagine 12-mile hike?
Yeah, that was what it is?
12 miles. Think about it. And we're not talking 12 miles on a road, okay? Yeah, you have to, if you hike
You earn
into
your way in.
You earn it. You earn it. And of course, at then, I was 22 years old, and I could handle it. I wouldn't think of doing it now. Not even think of it.
I was like 47.
That's pretty damn good.
And
That's
I
pretty
loved
damn
walking
good.
in. I just loved walking.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go with someone who, again, at the last minute, took the boat in. Now you can't even take boats in, I think. You can't.
You can
take
do
them
the
to shore.
Zodiac.
You can't take them into the shore.
Oh.
You got to swim in the last distance now.
Oh, I finally realized that Honokowai, which is
the
very
first
close. Yeah, I said, this is good enough for me. I don't need to go way in there. This is fine. And one night I was so high on mushrooms, magic mushrooms, that I had a torch, and I went out at night. Okay, and everybody's watching me, and of course nobody wore clothes, so I'm naked, and I got the torch up high, and a wave, the top of the wave, puts out the top of my torch.
Wow.
So then people go, "You disappeared." The wave picked me up and gently put me on the sand, just like as if I were a baby.
Honokowai.
Honokowai.
Wow. I never went down to the beach there.
Let me tell you something. Look it up. It's the world's most dangerous beach. Going out in that water, the undertow grabs you and the sharks eat you, and that's all there is to it.
Unless you happen to be the one that is gently carried to shore.
Well, I've always had guardian angels.
Well, they say,
and
don't go back for a second bite.
No.
One
Been there,
chance
done
and
that. I don't
done.
have the T-shirt, but anyway.
Well, what a great thing seeing you here. I
Yeah,
hope that
yeah.
Susie's going to do a good segment.
I
on
hope
you.
so too. Tell her thank you for not showing, because I just stopped by to say thank you for coming to the
She was
birthday
talking
party.
about food in France, that you were a real gastro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, gastroenterologist. Is this? That
My
sounds like a
Bible.
doctor.
My Bible was a Escoffier, and he was the father of Parisian cuisine.
Oh.
If you could do Escoffier, you could do every French sauce. You could do everything. He was the king. Absolute
Did you
king.
learn to be a saucier?
No, I learned to be a chef.
A chef.
I was a chef.
You'll cook one night?
Huh? What?
I said you'll cook one night.
I cook all the time.
I've seen. I understand.
Yeah, I cook all the time.
What kind of sauces you like best?
Well, I would start with a bechamel, which is a real cream sauce that you start with a roux of flour and butter, and then you stir it gently, adding cream, and you come out with what the French call what we call a white sauce. The French call it bechamel.
So from that base, do you go, for example, toward basil and thyme in one kind of a recipe, and toward pesto another? Or this is a unique sauce?
This is subtle. Those are for tomatoes. Those herbs are for tomatoes and red wine. This is for white wine, maybe cognac, mushrooms, truffles. Because
I don't really know truffles.
Truffles are very delicate, and so you don't want to put them in a heavy sauce because you're burying the truffles. Yeah. So my favorite was, and I told
Susie.
Yes, I told her. I said, "Do you like poulet à la crème?" And she says, "Oh yes." And I said, "I'm sure you like poulet provençal because she's from the provincial part." Yeah. And then there's hunter style, and I can do chicken 1,000 different ways. Chicken is a wonderful canvas, and of course my Jewish chicken soup is the best.
I'm also a chicken guy.
Yeah, chicken's the best, I think.
Do you have any expiration time?
I have to leave at 11:30.
We're at 17, so we still got some time. So I want to be sure.
Okay.
This book. If you go, how's the easiest way to find this book?
Okay, I just got a call the day before my birthday. What is today, the 24th?
I think so, yeah.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Auguste Scoffier.
Oh, see her.
Yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful.
From one beautiful Frenchman to another. Susie's great.
I'm going to be getting
man,
together with her. Yeah,
she's a great lady.
A matter of fact, I might have to take her to Paris next summer.
Anyway, this book. I mean, I was fortunate and got it through Amazon. You just look it up as Davo, D-A-V-O, pop art and neo-pop art.
Yeah,
as I see it, as I feel it.
Correct.
Now,
and
I'm so happy to have owned pieces of yours over the years. You've got great collectors. I remember when you were doing the thing every year with the Grammys and doing things in Lahaina. You were there with Village Gallery and then with Cliff Bell and doing things. And then suddenly your life has changed. It's amazing that this book, thank goodness you have a way to be able to enjoy that period of your art. But you're still doing art. I've seen things you've done now that I don't want to say rival.
I had a gallery owner.
You keep evolving.
I had a gallery owner yesterday. A gallery, I won't mention the name right now, but she has an existing gallery.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to mention her name.
That's fine.
Because she said, Davo, I saw your Statue of Liberty. I want it. I said, we can't have it. See, I'm just not in a painting to sell mode. I'm in a painting to get a volume. I want to get, because when I leave to travel, they're going to be left behind for a gallery on Maui. But I want them to go in a package. I want them to all go together, the abstracts and whatever. But the Statue of Liberty is my first piece of pop art since the fire. Otherwise, I've been doing abstract, which I love, and I'm good at abstract.
I really enjoyed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. While you're here,
Yeah.
just because it was your birthday, and we were at Java Jazz in Honokowai, and
Yeah.
I got there because I got a call and said, "Hey,
Yeah, at
I'm
the
going to be
last
here with
minute.
Cheryl Renee, and there's this
At the
guy
last
Mike.
minute,
You
I
got to
did.
see it, Jason. You and Ariel." Well, Ariel apologized because she wasn't feeling
Yeah,
well
I
to come.
understand.
But I went.
Yeah.
And
You were
the
dancing.
music was great.
You were
The
dancing.
people were great.
Yeah.
And the whole
Band?
attitude was great.
Wasn't that band fabulous?
Well, that's what I wanted to show you.
Oh,
I am going to
okay.
pick a cut.
Okay.
I mean, I just, me and my camera.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to grab something. So
Yeah,
we'll see which one this is. You and I will see it.
Okay. How would
They will hear it.
Okay.
You don't want to use
So
that
drunk,
one?
I didn't
He's full.
Can't keep loyal.
Well, Davo, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, you left a painting and a hat.
that's. Oh yeah. Oh, this is my brother's hat.
Don't lose that.
That's Columbus. Oh, this is for Susie.
Let me see. That's a good one.
That's for Susie. I'm gonna go give it to her. Thank you, brother.
Blessings, brother. Speak to you soon.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shlemiel Shlemazel.
Now, which one am I, a Shlemiel or a Shlemazel?
A little of each sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
Like Laverne and Shirley, Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated.
Oh my God.
There you go. That was Davo. Davo is I want to say, very well-known artist here on Maui and internationally in many circles. Like I say, he's a character and a half. He is wonderful. These guys were terrific, and they'll probably be there again. KONA Storm, Mike, Carol, and the band. The guitar player was great. Drummer was great. Bass player was great. Singing was great. It was great. And it was really a lot of fun. And when I didn't have Sheila Cole here, I was going to play you a couple of pieces. I may play you something else. Yesterday, where are we? It's about halfway through here. We got maybe 20 minutes. Yesterday, I went with Miss Ariel to the Temple of Peace in Haiku. Now, some people who know the Temple of Peace know it is I want to say, a multi-denominational, incredible place. Christian, Jewish, Muslim, I go on, Hare Krishna, all rolled up because it doesn't define God. It lives God in the way it communicates. Kedar St John's birthday, which is actually tomorrow. Happy birthday, Kedar, again. And so there were nice people there, and Sheila Cole was showing her art. And so I thought she would have been on here today. It would have been nice, but we'll have her here next week. But the music and the love going on there, when Sheila isn't here, I'm going to play a couple of pieces. Neeraja, Heather Parsons, has put together a community Temple of Peace choir that are really having fun, doing beautiful things and singing together. And it was such a great experience that I thought the world would and should have a piece of this whole experience. So I'm going to look at my phone while I'm talking here with you. As far as current events, I have some people think I should drop every subject and any subject except square into and take aim at the current administration in Washington and some of the things they're doing and how it's disrupting and this and that. We could talk about that stuff, and all that stuff is important to talk about. But as you know me, over time, you know, my interest is in seeing what's going on and seeing what we can do to make it better. I don't like being against people because we are all one. And, you know, with the right agenda that we address, we can solve these problems that seem so insurmountable. People losing jobs, change of regime, change of control. Yes, those are very important to me. I have a lot to say about a lot of those subjects. A lot of you know that. I'm big mouth. And those that don't, once you do, you're going to say, I think I'm going to vote for this guy. He sounds like someone that could solve some of these problems here locally. Nah, I'd rather appoint people and work with people to do a lot of things. My decisions come from knowledge, I hope, and from my heart and doing what needs to be done to serve everyone in a loving and peaceful way. And that's what I got yesterday, yet again. Every time I go to the Temple of Peace, I always have the same experience. What an amazing thing. Let me put the sound off here so I don't kill you with me setting up and seeing what's happening. Before I go to Temple of Peace, I think we should hear a different piece of Mike Carroll and the group out there at Java Jazz. You guys were terrific.
Oh, baby, you know, I just don't know.
What a nice spirit. It was a real good mix of vacationers and locals. And really nice. One gentleman just had bought a house in Laniapoko, asking me about water. And, yep, we could talk about all these subjects as we go on, but you've heard me some before. Next week, I'm going to have Sheila Cole. After that, one of the guys that's been my friend for, 30 years. More, I think. 91. Wow. I'm getting older. Alon Vital, artist who did that whale that we see down in Kihei. That's right in front of Life's a Beach and Foodland. That I remember when he was promised $30,000 from the county to make it a water feature. I don't know what happened, but it's there now, still there, but it's been taken over. It's not really indicative of the bulk of his work. He's really been doing some interesting things in different places in the country. In Ohio, he bought a couple of places, and they've turned into, and he's working on ideas with other artists. Really terrific. Anyway, he'll be here in a couple of weeks as a guest. He's coming up upon, shall I say, 80th birthday, and I'm happy he's healthy and here to celebrate here in Maui, where the bulk of his career really jumped out of that whole experience there in Kihei, and then he started doing art. I lived with him where? My goodness, what year was that? A long time ago. I guess that was like 1991, 91 or 2. Wow. Anyway, I had a really nice weekend. I mean, so that Saturday night thing was just really special. You saw Davo is a lot of fun, and he does lots of things, and he can be extreme, which is an artist's prerogative, anyone's prerogative, and he is and has a lot of fun and brings a lot of fun. Very generous and giving guy. Anyway, that was Davo. And Sheila will be next week, and Alon the week after that. I was thinking about other musical artists coming and a couple of other artists. We're going to see what's happening, and the changes going on in our country. I don't know really what direction I want to take it. I think what I want to do is work on building our audience, building it in number of viewers, and be able to help Akaku, KAKU Radio, 88.5 FM, and Akaku Maui Community TV. I understand we're on Channel 56, not Channel 55. Okay, that's new to me. And they are also on Maui Stream, where you can get this show along with all of Akaku. We are a very celebrated public access station that have done some major outstanding things over the years under the leadership of Jay April. And I think even before that, Diane Christopher did a documentary. I got to be on camera instead of only holding the camera and doing it. And I remember came backstage to a trailer, and there was, wow, I shouldn't mention names. I didn't know him at the time, and boy, he gave me a little bit of like, you don't know who I am? But I know him now. He knows me, so we're good. It's an interesting life here on Maui. It's been so rich with beautiful people of all kinds. I hope that I never see locally the kind of venom on the face and the actions, venom, of some of the people there on the mainland. Everyone wants to blame someone else, I'm watching Los Angeles and thinking to myself, boy, I know that area that got burned, and all the other area that burned, and I guess got to be devastating. Number of people dying, maybe it was less than Maui, but hey, when you burn Lahaina, that is a significant portion of our whole world here, and it's affected our whole island here. So, tourists, I hope you still coming back, because you should be back. Maui's an amazing place. You know, I have people that say, you know, if it wasn't for 100 feet or a mile or two, we would have been burned also. But they're normal. Everything's perfectly fine there. And that's obviously most of the island. And they're working diligently and, you know, stop and go. If you're trying to get help restoring Lahaina and you need it to be happening, it's not happening fast enough. And this rule's not right, and this person's rules about what we have to do. We can get into that, but there's always reasons behind all this, even the Trump stuff. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. And even if those policies were made of platinum, the delivery is so bad and so nasty and divisive, it just does not settle with me. And I hope that I could have a civil conversation with Donald Trump. I don't think any of us ultimately want things differently. We want it to be right for our folk and for the world. To me, the world is our folk. And that kind of leads into yesterday. The Temple of Peace is such a beautiful experience. If you go there, you know. If you come there once in a while on a Sunday, 10:30, and someone said, hey, you should check out the Temple of Peace. Incredible. I guess it's led by song by Kedar St John, who is, he's I don't know if he's a reverend or a minister or whatever his religious designation. He's a wonderful guy, and his wife Shelley, and they have a whole program, a health treatment spa and all kinds of different treatments out of there and part of the center. And they also have music, and they have all kinds of other modalities being shared out of this beautiful space right there as you're coming down into Haiku. But we went because it was Kedar's birthday and thought it was nice. It was a vegan potluck at the end, like normal, but it was just incredibly beautiful and wonderful. I happened to walk in early. I wanted to save seats for myself, Ariel, and Bonnie Newman. Ariel is my lady friend, and Bonnie is the chanteuse of the place, great singer and realtor. Anyway, but I thought, as I was walking in, and in the kitchen, I got this little segment, like 10 seconds through the jalousie glass, and I saw them, and I thought, I wonder if I could just go out and see what's happening, maybe catch a little video. And so that's what this is. It's like 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. A song by Matis Yahu, and it's called One Day. Many of you know it. If you don't, you will now. This is a bit of a mix. Watch. I am waiting for Apple iPhone 17 or 18. We'll see. This is a 14. I don't know if Apple Intelligence is something that I'm looking forward to or not. I hope so. I hope it can help me with some of those tasks that are unnecessary. I'm worried. But anyway, you can see my mind is on 8 things at once. This was great with Neeraja and the choir, the Temple of Peace Community Choir. If you see them anywhere or they're going to be playing, I would go and enjoy. I'm just going to take a quick look here for a second. Let's see what's going. Here we go.
Decide again. Om Rama Vishnu Shiva. Om Rama Vishnu Shiva. Shakti Kali Mahadeva. Shakti Kali Mahadeva. Elohim Alleluia. Elohim Alleluia. Adonai Jehovah. Adonai Jehovah. Amma Amma Wakantaka. Amma Amma Wakantaka. Kyrie Rama Om. Kyrie Rama Om. Malala ilaha Om. Malala ilaha Om. Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Okay, I think that's good.
Boy, it was rocking. People were having a great time. That's the thing when you watch people and they are having a good time and just putting out love. They were just pumping out love. Listen to this. This is
I am the light of this world. As long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world. Raise your hands. I am the light. Journeyed down the road of discovery this morning to find out that we're related on the deepest levels of our beings, that we are one people, that we are one tribe, that we are one humanity, that we are one effervescent glowing ball of radiant light emanating from the heart of God, and we say yes! Yes! We give great thanks to our terrestrial host, our dear and beloved Mother Earth, who gives us the very breath that we breathe, the water that quenches our thirst, the food that nourishes us, the clothing on our back and shelter from the storm, and we say yes! Yes! We give great thanks to our celestial hosts, to the sun, the moon, and the stars, and all those divine beings in the celestial court, known by many names and many forms, to our gurus, our guides, our teachers, to all those who inspire us in this life. We say yes! Yes! I want to bow to each and every single one of you, as you are all the living power of God in human form, perfectly expressed and individualized, as each and every single one of you and to be in your mighty presence. I am most grateful. My brothers and my sisters, we dedicate all these songs, all this joy, all this laughter, this spirit of aloha, these blessings, all this peace and love, harmony, beauty, to the benefit of all sentient beings on planet Earth, wherever they may be. And we say yes! Yes! As the great master would say, the one who is known as Yeshua, that great master whose robe that we did touch in another time, in another place, in another frequency and vibration, that robe of protection that we put around ourselves each and every single day as we wake and see the rising sun. Reading that promise of life and love. As that great master would say, my brothers and my sisters, may peace be with you. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to the house band. Thank you, Raphael. Thank you. Are there Pisces birthday people in the house? Are the Pisces birthday people in the house? Pisces, come into the middle of into the Pisces, all the Pisces here. All right, now let's Pisces, come on, let's face everybody here. Let's face everybody here. Okay, so everybody from your hearts to all the Pisces. 3 alohas. Aloha! 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 Thank you so much, everybody! Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kedar. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Just a great feeling, I can tell you. I have had such a nice time every time we go. We have a little bit of time, which is good. About 4 minutes and change. I understand from Tony that the clock that I need to follow is the one on the right. When I think I had 7 minutes, that's to some other break after the commercials. So this is the one over here. Take it to about 11:53, I think. So we got 4 minutes to go. Well, it was nice to see Davo here, and I'm going to now see what kind of sauces he can make with all kinds of stuff. That'll be fun. He's been a long-time friend and a really beautiful guy. He's a really beautiful guy. I could go immediately. I mean, I think there's so many beautiful things to talk about and plans. I have seen up close and personal solutions to environmental things that really, economy of scale is so important, but solutions to take our green waste and turn it into biochar as a waste product. That sounds funny, where they siphon off different phytoceuticals and create growing things that are extraordinary and natural. And another byproduct is power. How crazy, all these things from our waste. And that on scale would be an awesome solution here on this island, what to do with all this stuff that keeps growing. And water from air, solutions to make sure that you have clean and fresh water, and that we can leave some of these systems that are in place to be able to have enough to serve everyone in whatever ways we'll need water here, you know. And my third area of significant interest is HHO. People know about hydrogen. They're starting to kind of wake up to the benefits of hydrogen. But HHO is yet one step further. You've heard it called oxyhydrogen. You've heard it called Brown's gas. It is such a powerful... You can take this... Remember, if you can break water and be able to create a super torch, but you can also use it, because it's not flammable in its other forms, to ingest it. Obviously, HHO is amazing. And then there's another state of matter, which, again, if you study that stuff, maybe you already know. There's solid, liquid, gas, and plasma state. 99% of our universe is plasma. In that plasma state, it is even more powerful and can address virtually all diseases known to man, and should be in every house. And there's someone on Maui who's made the best system in the world. And that needs to be explored, and incredible but true. The future can be as good as we let it be and as we encourage it to be. And if we all help each other, and we just keep helping each other, there will be enough, and hopefully we can set an example to the whole world on how it's done. You know, I just hope the world can put down their weapons and have enough food and have enough resources to share. I sound, too New Agey for some people, but I don't think that New Age has anything to do with it. If you have a loving and open heart and want to help each other, there are ways. Why accumulate for our children and our children's children's children when we're not taken care of now? There will be no children's children's children unless we all work together now and make it all work, which we can. Well, it looks like we're out of time. I'm going to probably sign off here in maybe 30 seconds. Thank you for joining us, KAKU 88.5 FM, the voice of Maui, Akaku, Maui Community Media, Channel 56 on cable, Maui Neutrals. Oh, I still have 3 minutes.
Still 3 minutes.
Oh, great. We got 3 minutes bonus. What
On the left.
Oh, perfect. See, no, the clock on the left, the clock on the right. They sort of merged together with my eyes, but yeah, I see it. We have 3 minutes. Well, we're really in for an interesting time. I am not pessimistic about what's happening. I don't like a lot of the things that Donald Trump has done in this first whirlwind of his new tendency as president, and I don't really know how it's going to shake out and where we're going to be finding some kind of workable system. Some say that there's no way of coming back when you take away all the checks and balances before these moves happen by this president. And I think we're all prepared for something. I hope we can all prepare and find a way to do it without bloodshed and with coming to a point where we start agreeing on things and moving on all those things and keep moving and keep solving a problem for everyone. Just because someone should be here or shouldn't be here shouldn't mean they don't have rights, and shouldn't be that we don't treat people humanely. We know there are people that have been doing that. God knows that thing there going on in Gaza and in Israel and all the horror that happened that caused that most recent outbreak, October 7th, that is now just shredded Gaza. Just been an emotional upheaval for all kinds of people on all sides, and we're seeing the Ukraine and Russia thing, and Europe's upset, and the Far East is upset, and the tariffs, and maybe that's the kind of opening that Trump was looking for. And from here, it'll settle down into negotiation and agreement that will be more beneficial to everyone. But we got to throw out all that prejudice. You know, the DEI thing. People want special help because they've been hurt in the past, and they make rules, and you only can hire certain people, not other people. All that stuff is all social stuff. We have to figure that out and get past all that anger and bitterness from both sides. Really, we do. Blessings to all of you. I hope to see you next week. We'll have a nice show then. Hope you enjoyed today's show. I'm always happy to be here with you every Monday, but you can find us up on the web, MauiNeutralZone.com, YouTube.com/pound Dream Maui, number 1, or Dream Maui, or Dream Maui 2. You'll find them. We have lots of shows. We love you. We'll be here again. May the world be at peace, and may we show them how, Thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you next week. Aloha.